And we are live. Let me know if you guys can hear me all right. I'm going to go ahead and start this with lighting some incense to clear the energies and get us ready for our reading today. Goddess Hecate, please lead me to be able to read for those who come to this live and point them in the right direction for the answers that they seek. All right, I'm going to start my live like I normally do all my lives, and I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling my cards. Hey, Ty, how are you doing, sweetheart? Hello, dear. How are you doing, Sika? Hopefully you guys are off to a good Monday. We started with a rainy Monday, but it's not been too bad. Ended up making a nice dinner for the hubby before he left and got his lunch packed and all that fun jazz. For those who haven't read the description, we're going to change it up a little bit. When we did our week of free questions, I told everybody that I'm going to do a test run and do one free question a day for anybody who comes in who is a subscriber. Sweetheart, you're going to have to wait till I get all my shufflies in. I'm doing good, Ladybug. How are you doing, sweetie? Someone's dealing with intuition issues. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And today I feel like Ty needs this. All right, Ty, do you have a question that you want today, my dear, or no? I know I actually found my cloth today. I'm so excited. Or do you want me to go ahead and do a generalization? I donated. Okay, sweetheart. If you would, go ahead and just put both of your questions into a paragraph for me. So that way I can get you ready and set up. Got to do some other stuff to you. All right, Ty, I'm going to go ahead and do a generalized reading of, okay, let's go ahead and let's see what we got. So for your generalized reading, my dear, we do have natural order in reverse. So that means things are chaotic. And that's telling me because you see it as it's right. But for me, it's not. So always keep that in mind. But to me, there seems like there's an imbalance going on in your life. So hopefully here soon, that'll kind of even out for you. Just kind of do the best that you can, baby. Sika, my dear. Remember, since you did buy questions, you do get those. You also do get a free question for being in the live today. Okay, honey? So you got a total of 3 questions? Yes, 3 questions. Hey, Jessica, how are you doing, sweetheart? For those of you who haven't seen the new setup here, one, I ain't showing my face because it's Monday and nobody's got time for that. And plus, I'm enjoying some nice coffee. So the way that I get it set up, if you look at the description down below, is that if you're subscribed, you get 1 free question every day. Anything more than that, I do charge for. I'm doing great, sweetheart. How you been doing? All right, let's see. By the way, when I get done with this paid reading, anybody who has a question, you can go ahead and just put that in there, and then I'll get to you. Or if you just want a general, you can just say general. All right, I want to know, will Alex decide to reach out and have a conversation with me about everything? Will Alex reach out and have a conversation today about everything? Okay, so the first one that we got is the 3 of Swords. Normally when I see the 3 of Swords and it's this way, that means that someone's hurt. But it doesn't seem like there's too much hurt going on, so maybe that's something that they've got over during this time. Now we do have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is still kind of dealing with some issues. If you see there's a superiority complex as they're looking at this other little devil right here. So that tells me right now that they're not really ready to talk things out because they still feel like they're in the right spot. And if you try to proceed forward, it's going to feel like it's an attack. And then that's when we're going to get the Knight of Wands coming in. And that's when their words are going to end up being like a sword for you. Now, if you do give it some time, we've got the Justice card coming up, which means that there's going to be a balance coming into your life in this situation. The next thing that we got is the King of Pentacles in reverse. So even though you guys talk things out, it doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere as far as going from where you were to where you want to continue going to. So kind of keep that in mind. Second, I'm hoping I will succeed in my new job. How do you see that going for me? Well, let's go ahead and let's go dive in. All right, so we got a few things popping up. All right, so the first thing that we got is we got the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, as you can tell, is not a very pleasant card. So whenever I see the Ten of Swords coming up, that there's a lot of anxiety and there's a lot of hope, but it does seem like we're putting too much stress on ourselves. And the reason I say that is because you look, you got so many swords going through the foot, the hand. So don't try to overwork yourself and be the best that you can be as far as like going over and overachieving. You know what I mean? Then we got the King of Swords in reverse. So this tells me that there's some type of management, but they're not really as stern as they could be. So that's going to lead to some issues eventually. But we do also got the Lovers card, which is following right after that. So that's just telling me that there's going to be a situation where you're going to make a connection with somebody at this place. Then we've got the Seven of Cups. So with the Seven of Cups, that means creativity. It means that you're going to come up with different plans and ideas and be able to actually implement those with the help of others. So that's a good one. Then the next thing that we got coming up is the Six of Swords. So with the Six of Swords, since normally when I see the Six of Swords, that tells me that we're going back to our old ways and kind of getting a little bit hot-headed. But since it is in reverse, that's just telling me that it's kind of like an easy breezy, more relaxed, more chilled. No reason to kind of get your temperature and you're able to actually push forward into the right direction. So it looks good to me. Just don't let your anxiety kind of get up to you. You do got another free question though too, my dear. I don't think he cares about me anymore. I'm so sorry, baby. I am doing good. Do you have a message for Tar from the Goddess? All right, let's see what we got. So we got the Chariot in reverse, so that tells me that's a no. Currently, right now, there are some things that are being situated out, which is with the Three of Wands. So, Ty, for your question, with the Chariot being stopped, no. But currently, right now, there is a contemplation of things that they are being enlightened about, but they haven't made that connection yet to themselves. Then we've also got the Three of Pentacles in reversed, which tells me that there's going to be a breaking of bonds or a breaking of some kind of work friendship that's going to end up happening. Generalize, please. Third question, why did Alex hush up and disappear like he did? Why did Alex hush up and disappear like he did? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right, since I don't know if that one actually fell out or not, we're just going to put that in the back burner. Do, do, do. Okay, so the first thing that we get up with your question is the Six of Pentacles. So it seems like there was a lot of things that they were keeping from you that kind of transpired this whole thing, and I think it just became too much. At least that's what it seems like, because you're looking for answers to things that don't add up, and they're only giving you little bits and pieces. The next thing that we got is the Eight of Pentacles, which tells me it's something that they're working on. So that's a good thing for their self-development, not so much for you. Now, the Ace of Pentacles means that there was a little bit of a commitment issue. At least that's how I take it. Because whenever I see the Ace of Pentacles with this beautiful dragon holding this pentacle, to me, that seems like it's something dear to us, and we're willing to defend it. And the next thing that comes up right after that is judgment. So I don't know if there was something that was said that might have came up as judgmental, even though it wasn't meant to, or something that maybe triggered a past memory that made them feel like they were being judged for what their actions were. Now, let me see. By the way, for anybody coming in, if you want a question, you can either have a free question or you can have a generalized reading. It's up to you. But anything after that, I do charge for. Now, Marley Moo, thank you for liking the new setup. I would just want to flip my finger today. That's my mood. People are so, girl, that's me every day except for today. I got coffee. Hello, Go-Go. How are you doing? I'm over, man. Is the Pisces that I used to talk to miss me? He seems like he's an attitude, how everything happened with us. Seems like he has an attitude. All right, so that's an outside force that you haven't yet seen. Let's see what we got. So the first thing that we got coming up is the the Knight of Swords. So when the Knight of Swords comes up, it doesn't mean that they're being combative. They're just wanting to make amends. Then we've also got the Nine of Cups, which means hope. They're trying to have hope that maybe things will go back to the way they were, which obviously, since it's in this position, there seems like there's a loss of hope. Then we've also got the Four of Swords, which means heartbreak, which, obviously. And then on the outside perspective, there's some manipulation going that you're not currently seeing. So just kind of be a little bit weary, like what's the motive, you know what I mean? He went and opened up and moved on, and he got a new boyfriend now. Oh, snap, Coco. That's something different. That's something. All right. Hello, and welcome to all the newbies. If you are new here, please do make sure to subscribe. And before you subscribe, I just want to let you know, tarot is something that I do during the lives, but this is a pagan witchy channel, so you're going to see a lot of different things on here. No, I got a new boyfriend. Oh, okay. I was like, girl. I was like, okay. That's my both ways. That could be interesting. All right. What is John's motive towards me this week when I see him? We are both Capricorn, sun, and best friends. Yes. All right. So we got the sun. So that means a new opportunity is going to be rising. And then with the sun, we've got the Queen of Swords. So with the Queen of Swords, for you, everything looks flipped. For me, this is how I read. So the Queen of Swords is flipped. So that is telling me that it's a calming environment, not one where you feel like you got to always protect yourself or being in a stance ready to fight somebody. And it does seem like we got a little bit less of a drama, but more of an alone time. Outside sources, Ace of Cups. So there's going to be some emotions being talked about and kind of laid in on you. But it's going to be a good thing, because if you look at the Ace of Cups, bringing that emotion in, soaking it up into that cup, and it filling you up. So whatever happens, there's going to be an emotional overload. Not in a bad way, though. What is Joanne's motive towards me? We already did that one. John. Hello. By the way, if you guys are new, please check the description down below. You can either get a free question or a generalized reading. Anything after that, I do charge. Ladybug, Ladybug. Did I do your generalization, Ladybug? I don't think I did. Here, look at me skipping all over the Ladybug. All right, we do got something blocking you. Let's see what else we got. All right, so we got the Five of Swords. Tells me that there's a situation that's kind of left you but it's more of a physical pain than it is a mental pain, especially when we get the Eight of Swords in reverse. And we're being blocked by hope. So it seems like a situation from the past has kind of made you lose hope or faith in certain situations. And it comes up. It happens. But this whole thing where it's physical instead of like mental, you got to ask yourself, is what you're feeling physical pain over actually your pain, or is it pain that someone else has put upon you? You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. Hello, can you tell me? Yes, I can, my dear. If you are not subscribed, if you would, please take a moment to subscribe. That's all I ask. Can you tell me the current energy between Vanessa and I? Ooh. After this one, I think I'm going to change my cards up a little bit. Vanessa and I. What is the current energy between Vanessa and I? Okay, so it's not a mothering type of energy because we got the Ace of Wands in reverse. So I'm going to put that out. It doesn't seem like there's anything that you're carrying the weight of. You know how like certain things, like with people, it feels like it's pushed or it's forced or you're carrying the burdens of that person's issues onto you. That's not the case here. So that's a good thing. Now, there is an issue with being able to speak freely sometimes, just because we got the Page of Wands. And if you look right here, skating on thin ice. So that's something that I would actually address. You only get, oh, that's somebody else. Never mind. And as far as feelings, we got the Two of Cups, but it's in reverse. So this isn't really the perfect time for you two to couple up. Now, it doesn't mean that it can't flip to like this and for you two to actually, you know, get together and make something of it. But currently, right now, it's not in the cards. Oh, amazing me. Tell me if O is still wanting to contact me. Can you tell me if O is still wanting to contact me? So the first card that we got coming up is the Wheel of Fortune. So that's a very yes. That's a very yes. Basically, it's most likely because when we get the Wheel of Fortune, that means that it shined upon you. And then we got the Two of Wands. So that's another good one. It could be a coupling card, which is followed by the Seven of Swords. So this is where you two are going to end up talking about an issue. Because with the Seven of Swords, we're trying to find balance. And I feel like there's like a personal issue going on that's creating kind of like a little bit of chaos. But there is going to be fortune brought upon you. So, yes, they will contact you. How does the Gemini feel about me? No contact. Ooh. How does the Gemini feel about Sun? Gemini. All right, so the first one that we got is Star. So it looks like they've been wishing for something, but they feel like they're being stopped. The reason I say that is because we got the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords means that we're dealing with some conflict. Then we got the Emperor in reverse. So that means we got someone else putting their opinions into our business. Ooh, the problem is I don't. Ooh. Maybe that's one of those things that you got to sit there and think about. Do I have a chance with the new Taurus? Ooh. Ground running. Hello, Taurus. Let's see. Do we got room for the Taurus? All right, you're being blocked by something. I'm not going to look at it just yet. All right, so let's see what we got. So the first one that we got is the King of Wands. So basically, they have a lot going on. And they're one of those people who seem somewhat confident, but in reality, their trust in people is very small. So the next thing that we got is the Hermit. So that tells me that they're more inside their head than they are when they actually speak. So that means that you're going to have to try to figure out what they're actually wanting because they're never going to really tell you what they're wanting. Then the next thing that we got is the Six of Wands. Marley Moo, which the Six of Wands brings souls back from the dead to answer questions. And it also means that someone could be haunted by their past. So they've got a lot going on. But as far as like you guys getting together, it feels like right now in their life, they're focused more on what they're doing and just trying to survive than they are about getting relationships. Now, does that mean later down the road that you're not going to be able to get with them? No. Let's see what it flips. So, yeah, they're not looking for commitment right now because we got the Knight of Pentacles coming up, which means there's no sense of direction, and they're kind of just living in the moment. So, I mean, if that's what you're going for, it'd be good. Hi, love. I miss your voice. Hello. How are you doing, sweetie? Hello. Well, I see the Libra this weekend. Let's see. Well, we see that Libra this weekend. All right. So we got the Seven of Swords. So it doesn't seem like there's any complication, but it does seem like they feel like they're stuck. Why are they stuck? Emperor just means that, you know, they're a little bit wise. And then we got the Four of Swords. So basically they're looking for something different, something new. It doesn't mean that it's not you, you know what I mean? It just means that they want to try something different out of the norm, which depending on your relationship with them could be fun. But to answer your question as far as seeing them, I don't really know, to be honest, because when we get the Four of, what is that one card? I want to say it's 4 or something, but I don't think that's it. When we get, yeah, it's the Four of Swords. Whenever we get the Four of Swords, that means that they're kind of just going with the flow. Hello, my dear. By the way, for anybody who is in here, please make sure to subscribe because that's awesome. I had to delete a few responses to all of the love questions. Not a problem, sweetie. I am doing perfectly fine. Advice from good old Lucifer, please. Ooh, Lucy. Lucy, what do you got for beautiful Chrissy today? All right. The advice that we got is the Ten of Cups, which means stop trying to fall into a family dynamic. And also trying to, you know, get friendships to work that aren't working. Then we got the Seven of Cups. Stop trying to take on too many responsibilities. And then we got the Three of Pentacles. Have fun. I subscribe and like. I appreciate you doing that. Thank you. Let's see. Well, okay, I know I'm not going to say this name right, and you're going to laugh at me, but I wanted to attempt it, okay? So don't put too much faith. Thiago. Stop being distant. Well, Thiago, stop being distant this week. Oh. Hey, Big Mama, how you doing? All right, we got the Four of Swords and we got the Ace of Pentacles, which means with these two together that it seems like it's more sexual. Yeah, the Devil. Yeah, it's more of a sexual kind of feeling right now than it is more on an emotional. And it seems like that's kind of why they're distancing themselves, because they're like, okay, I get the sexual energy that, you know, I want it to do, but where's the substance? You know what I mean? It's like having two pieces of bread. Where's the meat? Not saying that you ain't thick where it counts, but you know what I mean. All right, let's see. Hey, girl, how does blank currently feel about me? All right, so the first thing that we got is the Three of Wands, which means that they need to say some stuff, but they're not. Then we got the Ten of Cups, which means they ain't looking for nothing, you know, long term. Because Ten of Cups, we know as a family. Then we got the Knight of Cups. They want to show you a good time. They want to get to know you. So that's not a bad thing. Can I ask a sexual related question? Yeah, go for it. Remember, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, show love to your Witcher. And just as a side note, this is more than a tarot channel. This is a pagan witchy channel. So you're going to see spell work and other stuff. So if you join and you start seeing videos that are like pagan witchy stuff, you may not like it. What's coming up next in love for me? Let's see. What is coming up next in love? All right. So from what I'm getting, we got the Three of Swords, which means to me that, you know, we got over some shit and, you know, there's a few things that we're kind of dealing with, but it seems like you're stuck currently because we got the Hangman. The Hangman's looking for a new situation. There's going to be someone younger who's going to come in, but they're going to be naive. So it's not really going to be the one that you kind of want to go with. Actually, that's the Empress. Empress in reverse. So you need to let go more. That's basically what that means to me. Because when I see the Empress is someone who holds a certain balance within themselves and kind of tries to keep everything calm, you know what I mean? And not be too forthcoming as, you know, a partier, so to speak. You need to allow yourself to be a little bit more outgoing in the sense of meeting new people. Because it does feel like sometimes that you block yourself from people because you don't know what their true intentions are. So I would work on that. I found you while looking into Hecate. Well, I appreciate that. Hecate has brought me a lot of beautiful people into my life, and I am appreciative. Matter of fact, I'm ashing everywhere, but this is my Hecate incense holder, which I love it so much. Give me a second. I'm trying to fix my incense because it's trying to do crazy stuff. So G and I have an interesting connection, mental and emotional too. We kiss, felt nothing. Is there any potential for sexual chemistry between us? Because it's kind of okay. So I'm going to tell you straight up. Like the first thing that came to my head was expectation versus reality, baby. And I think you got a dud, but we'll look into it. Okay, so we got the Fool. They're obviously clueless. So this means that if you want them to do something or you want it to go a certain way, you're going to have to put it out there. Like you're going to have to bring out the puppets and be like, this is what I want you to do. Then we've got this little guy here, which is the Knight of Pentacles, which means they're 30, just kind of free floating. They have really no direction or desire at this moment. Doesn't mean that they don't have a desire for you, but they're not really trying to do much. You know what I mean? And then we got the Five of Wands in reverse, which when we look at it teaches, it's an earth shaker, it's an overthrower. So there is dominance, but it's dominance that they're not showing in the right ways. So when it comes to this, as far as who they are, you're going to have to lead the horse to water, and hopefully it'll learn how to drink. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. You were right. Well, hey, like and sub. Thank you guys for subbing. I appreciate it. Love reading for me. Oh, I want to try to say, Sharma, how you doing, sweetheart? I feel like I've had you in here before. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we got some hope. We do got the Knight of Cups, so that means there's a potential suitor. And then we got the Six of Wands. So this potential suitor has been talking about you. And we got the Sun. So the Sun means new opportunity with this. Yeah. So you're looking about anywhere between a good 6 days to 6 weeks to get things popping. So that's a good thing, baby. Damn, he is 31, but feels much younger in that department. Baby, sometimes you really got to lead. When I met my man, he was like in his 20s, and I'm like, boy, I know more than you. I think that we're just more honest with our sexuality and learning different things and, the ability to learn new things than most as women, I think. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know. Give me a second, guys. I got to get me some coffee. Well, Edward, come. When do we do the 10-minute reading for Patreon? Baby, you decide when you want to do it. We can do it on here. We can do it through a Zoom. It's totally up to you and what you want to do, baby. Well, Edward, come to me for a connection, please. By the way, for anybody who doesn't notice, Patreon, we have down below for $5 a month. You get like a 10-minute reading. So if you want something that's more in depth and you would just want to donate $5 a month, which helps us do the things that we do when we're not on the internet, I would appreciate it. Anyway, let's say, will Edward come forward to me for a connection? Let's see what we got. Okay, so the first one that we got is the Chariot. That means that we're going to go full force. So they are going to come to you with a connection, Seven of Wands, and they're going to be the one speaking about it. But then there's the Four of Swords. So that means basically there's a lot of things that are going to lead up to this and a lot of things that they're going to want to discuss with you. Because when the Four of Swords come up, that can be one of those things that will make or break a relationship, especially when it's starting out new. Basically, make sure your goals align up. Have your fun, don't get me wrong. But there is going to be a serious moment where you guys are going to actually have a sit-down talk. And that's where some of these may not align with what you're wanting to do. Just fair warning. Hey, liked and subscribed. Hello, thank you. My crush is going to visit me before he leaves, since he is moving on the weekend. Or is my crush going to visit me? Oh, let's see. Is the crush going to visit? Hey, old-fashioned girl, by the way. Welcome to the shit show. Check out the description below. Make sure to subscribe. Hit the like button. And all that fun, crazy jazz. Now, let's find out what it wasn't even old-fashioned girl. It was Moon Chan. I apologize. Either way, same thing for both of you. All right, so your crush, are they going to visit you? We got the King of Wands. They're going to say they're going to visit you, but then we got the Eight of Cups in reverse, so it's not going to happen. And then we've got the Five of Cups in reverse. Ooh, it seems like they might end up cutting you off. Hopefully not, but good luck, my dear. Now, old-fashioned girl, since I wanted to read you so bad, should I reach out to the name that I'm not even going to say, or wait for him to reach out to me? Let's see what we got. So we got the King of Wands. Oh, no, you guys are trying to give me the same one. Got to switch the deck up. Whenever you have stuff like that happen, that's your deck saying I'm tapping. Tap, tap, tap. All right, let's see. Do. Should I be the first to reach out or have him reach out to me? Okay, so we got the Pluto, the 4th house, and the 2nd house in reverse. So with Pluto, that means they're coming to you because 4th house is your home, where you go. But just don't expect much material-wise. They're more substance in who they are, if that makes sense. But yes, they will be coming to you, so you don't have to reach out to them. Ooh, I put way too much cinnamon in my coffee this morning. Ooh, you got to watch out for that, baby. Trying to bring in luck and love and all those fun things. Sounds good. Thank you so much. Yeah, you just let me know whenever you want to do it, baby. And we shall do it. All right, Taylor. Oh, wow. Moon. Oh, dang. I'm sorry, sweetie. PK, new sub here. Welcome. What is the feeling and thinking after Sunday's conversation? Ooh. You know what? I'm going to move to this one just for the reason, the way that question is worded. Nope. Get back in there. Hey, new sub here. What is the feeling after Sunday night's conversation? All right. Let's see what we got. All right. So the first card that we got coming up is the Knight of Wands in reverse. So it doesn't feel like they don't know what to say at this point. And then we got the 2 of Pentacles, which means there's going to be already a pre-decision that's already been determined without your part in it. Then we got the Tower. The Tower is a little bit destruction, just for the reason being that the Tower is one that destroys you to help rebuild you. So maybe there's some ideology that you had after the conversation. But I'm telling you, what you thought you knew isn't what you knew, because this is going to be the point where it tears you down. So that's just basically where you're going to hit a snag, okay? Doesn't mean that it's forever, because, you know, in any type of forms of relationship, friendships, whatever it'll be, you know, you'll always hit that snag. So, to answer your question, hey, is my questions not visible? Honey, I already did one for you. It was way up with the love reading. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I remember saying Sharma when I did it. So you might have to rewind and check it out, sweetie. Hey, new subscriber, can I ask a question? You can, my dear. Michael, I do got that snag on me. Snag. 1 card pull, please. Thank you, Press. All right, let's see what we got. We got the Ace of Swords in reverse, which means that you've let down your guard and you're not leading with anger, but you're leading with acknowledging the emotions in which you're feeling. Here, this will make it easier for you since it's only a 1 card pull. So when it's like this, that basically tells me that we lay down our defenses and we're ready to lay the truth bare. Hey, Demetra, how are you doing, sweetheart? By the way, guys, I will be releasing a video called Duality Within the Circle. My goal was to release it today, but it's going to look like it's going to be more tomorrow. So, throwing that out there. You can get a read, my dear. You do have to be subscribed. All right. No, thank you. Do. Old fashioned. Thank you. You're very welcome, my dear. Yes, you can, my dear. Check out the description, Demetra, and let me know what your question is. Because I'm doing 1 question for free for everybody as a test period. And then any other questions I will charge for. Or like in-depth readings, obviously. Do. Any serious action towards me? I am a Leo. He is a Virgo. We got anger and chains, so that would be a yes. Followed by the queen of my world, but you're going to fight back. Followed by parasite in reverse. So it's not something that they're going to win at. You're very much welcome, my dear. I'm so excited. We're having our first get-together this weekend for the Pagan Picnic. And I'm starting to get everything together for our table. I still got bands to make because I got these beautiful little slat bands. I know some of you seen them. And we're going to end up putting the Divine Witch and different colored stickers so people can distance if they want or if they don't want to. It's up to them. I'm really hoping that I have enough food for everybody because something tells me that it's going to be a lot bigger than what I expect it to be. How are you doing, sweetie? You may ask, my dear. And while you do, I will sippy sip on my coffee. Give me a second, guys. I actually got to pull up YouTube like I'm watching it so I can get rid of this Trump, whatever it is. Give me 1 second. Where are you? Hello from Italy, my dear. I'm just doing something real quick to get rid of something that we don't want in here. Let's see. We're going to add them to the list. Let's see. Let's do this. Try that. All right, let's see what we got going on here. My boss's current feelings about me and my work performance. Let's check it. All right, so it's good. It's not bad because we got this guy right here, and that tells me that it's looking good, but there's still room for improvement. That is going to test your abilities, okay? So just know there's a few more things that you got to do, but overall, they see that you're putting in the work. I have a question about my professional life ahead of me. Big life decision, traveling coming soon. Blah, 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 about my professional life ahead of me. Is the big life change and travel coming soon? Thank you so much in advance. Well, let's check it. Let's check it. Is there a big life change and traveling coming soon? You're very welcome, sweetie. Okay, so the first one that we got is 9 of Wands. So there's a few things that need to be talked about, and it looks like incompletion. So that's a no-go. But we got the Queen of Cups that follows right after it. So it seems like there's things that you got to do, and once you get them done, you're going to be able to. Okay? So I don't know what it is that you haven't completed yet, because when the world is in reverse, that means there's a task that's been uncompleted. Well, see, need to get on that portfolio, my dear. All right, current feelings. Make sure that you are subscribed. Pretty please, I do appreciate it. Current feelings about me. And will you be back? All right, let's see what we got. So the first thing that we got is disaster avoided. But there's some progress that needs to be done because we got Saturn coming in, and the 10th house deals with love and announcements. So disaster avoided, working, and an announcement. So they're going to talk to you, but I don't know if it's going to be exactly what you're wanting to hear. What's coming for me in Libra? What's coming for me in Libra and Gemini? Libra and Gemini. That was your read, my dear. So in creativity, Aquarius, which means and Mercury. So for what's coming between Libra and Gemini, so there needs to be a little bit more of creativity. Currently, right now, there's no really destination. And normally when Aquarius looks like what it does to you, but really it's in reverse, means that there's a plan. So there's not really any plan going on. And then we got Mercury, which deals with some miscommunication. So just kind of be careful with your wording. You're very welcome, sweetie. Hey, Julie, how are you doing, baby? Hello. Well, I found my new job. By the way, if I don't say your name, it's because I know I'm not going to be able to pronounce it. So it's just my way of being respectful towards you and just reading your question. All right. Well, I find a new job soon. So the first one that we got is Aquarius, which means that you really need to think about where you want to go because you're not pulling in that Aquarius energy, especially when you're trying to find a different job or a new job. You know what I mean? Like you really want to have a list of certain things that you want the job to be. Then we got the 4th house. So that means that we're having some trouble, with home life and trying to actually separate the two so that you can achieve your goal. Then we got the 1st house, which is also focusing on itself. So with the 1st house and the 4th house being so close together, that tells me that you got so much going on within your home that you're not able to actually focus on what you really want and what you're trying to bring in. So you need to revert your focus to yourself so that way you can start taking the right steps for that job. I'm good. How are you? Not doing too bad. Enjoying the beautiful rainy day and loving it. Make sure to subscribe, guys, because this is for our subscribers. All right. Julie. Do you have any questions or you just want a general today, sweetheart? Good evening. Will I reconcile with my ex? Oh, let's see. We got Justice. And that is followed by the Queen of Cups. Follow all requests with excellence, but since it is in reverse, that's a no-go Ghost Rider. And Hermit. Don't shut yourself out because you can't get back together with your ex. Your ex is ex for a reason. And with the Justice card coming up, with the Queen of Cups, it's not that you don't want to, it's that they don't want to. And with the Hermit, they're kind of just sticking to themselves. General will do, sweetheart. Not a problem. Do. General for Julie. Jules. Julie. All right, Julie, we got out of manipulation. We need to hire our higher self, though, because we got the Priestess in reverse. So when the Priestess is in reverse, it means that we've made a decision, but we're not sure if we made the right decision. And then we got the Six of Swords, which means that we're coming out more. And it also means that we've discovered a few new things. It could be within ourselves or with somebody else. But since you made a decision, I'm going to assume it's somebody else. Especially when we have manipulation at play. Sandy. Hello, Sandy. How are you? Well, they take actions. Current tour. What are their current feelings? Okay, which one do you want, babe? Because you only get one question, and that's 2 questions. Hello. For anybody who's joining us, please do make sure to be subscribed because that's how you get the free questions. Second off, 1 free question, and then anything else I do charge for. Nessa, hello. I'm going to try this out for a week, see how it goes, see if we like the new way, as far as this view instead of looking at my pretty face and me explaining stuff. I hate it when your coffee gets cold and it starts to get that weird taste to it. I've already liked and subscribed. Well, then you're halfway there, baby. Give me a question. Oh, we're halfway there. By the way, for those who do not know, if you subscribe $5 a month to our Patreon, you get a 10-minute reading for free each month. It's not really free because you're paying the $5 a month, but $5 for a 10-minute reading really isn't that bad. You can ask questions, whatever, the whole time. Plus, I give like a 5-minute gap window for follow-ups. So it's like a 15-minute really for $5. Why am I not in a committed relationship? Commitment issues. People suck. What do you see for me this month? Vanessa. What do I see for Vanessa this month? What is Vanessa's thing to do this month? All right, so the first card that we get up is Downcast of Pride. So we need to let go of some stuff. Then we got the child I was meant to be. So you're starting to realize that, you know what? This is the life that you're meant to lead. There's no fighting of who you are or who you've become because it's part of your journey. And then we've got the calling of the storm in reverse, which means things are going to settle down. So it's a good thing. Man, if Mac will reach out in a month because of my birthday just passed. And he's also a Leo too. And I've been having some strong energies. Ooh, strong energy. Let's see. Where do we want to go with this one? All right. So, Mac, reach out to me. Okay. So, the first thing that we got is that they are going through something physically that they're not talking about. Then it's being blocked by 6 of Cups, which tells me that they're having some doubts. kind of combating themselves, but they're trying to work on it. So that's a good thing. So you're just going to have to give them some time for themselves. Let them work out what they need to work out. And then once you do that, they're going to start coming out of their shell, and then you're going to be able to actually bring those energies in and let them collide, so to speak. Sandy, you can have a reading, my dear. You just got to ask a question, baby. Why am I not in a committed relationship yet? Is that what you want to go with? He is part of my past. Ooh. There's a lot about the things about going back to people from the past. I often wonder, like when people want to reconcile and stuff, is it because the emotions were deep, or is it because you did some things that most adults do, and then you got into a lonely period, and then you were like, oh, I need it again. All right, so your question is, why am I not in a committed relationship yet? Let's see, for Sunday. Sandy, why are you not in a committed relationship yet? All right, so it seems like, from what I'm getting, a few things. First off, it's either you put them on a pedestal or you expect them to put you on a pedestal and be there for you at any given moment. Or you want to do the same thing for them. Like there's something to deal with, a dominance issue. Or you could be a switch, and that's kind of where you're having the issue of where you get this, I want to be in charge or I want to be cared for. You know what I mean? The next thing that we got is the Three of Swords. So with the Three of Swords, that means heartbreak. So there's issues with past relationships that have been carrying over to new ones. Then we got the Death card in reverse, which tells me there's a lot of habits that you have that you need to get rid of, but you haven't ever gotten rid of yet. It's one of those things of like being in denial so long, you're like, it's not me, it's them. No, it's you. Work on your shit. What tarot deck are you using? Baby, I got 8 different decks by 8 different people. So the one currently in my hand is the Deviant Moon deck. What deck you used for me? Baby, I have no clue. I've been playing with all these decks, so I don't know. It's not me trying to be mean. It's just me being honest. Did you use my question deck? Do you use my question? Baby, yeah, I can't remember. You tell me which one you see. We got this one over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we got 6. So, this one. This one right here, give me a second, is called the Mythic Oracle, which it is more of a Greek style pantheon kind of reading that you get here. The cards are very beautiful. Yeah, that's the only bad thing is like I got so many decks, and then the hubby's like, I want to get you some more, and I'm like, go for Oracle because I got a lot of tarot. How do you see commitment coming my way? Well, let's use this deck. It's right in front of me. How do you see commitment coming my way? Call the request line. All right, so the first one that we got is duty. So when we got Hera, Hera deals with family if you don't know nothing about the Greek pantheon. So when it comes to Hera and it comes to commitment, it's going to be one of those things where you're finding someone who has the same core values as you, where both of you kind of line up. The next one that we got is Pan, which deals with nature, and that is in reverse. So you need to stay true to yourself instead of what you think the other person that you're trying to woo is wanting. The next thing that we got is the unknown. When the unknown comes up, that basically means that it's kind of a draw. There's no really end game that's currently in sight, but these are the things that are going to help you step into that unfamiliar territory and be able to find what it is you're looking for. Alrighty. All right, my dears. We have almost hit the 1 hour mark. What's everybody's plans for the weekend? I know we just got over one weekend and we're about to be going into another. But what's your guys' plans? What are you hoping? Basically, no one's going to come your way until you start getting your shit situated. And making sure that the people that you're actually trying to get with fall in line with what you're wanting your life to be. Because it seems like the things that has been happening with you, especially when we get Pan and we get nature in reverse, is that you guys are on two different wavelengths and have two different ideologies of what relationships should be. Let's see. All right. Good afternoon, lovely. Would love a card drawn for me. I've been feeling drained. Oh, I'm so sorry, baby. Let's see what we can get for you. All right. So we got the Father. So the reason that you're feeling drained is you're letting your mind kind of overtake the rest of it. You're looking for guidance, but you're not really finding anybody to kind of get that guidance. And the next card that we got is Rebirth in Reverse. Say that 10 times quick. Anyway, so basically what that's telling me is you're in too much inside your head and there's a need to evolve, but you're not sure where you need to evolve at, if that makes sense. So take some time, do some contemplation, kind of like what a father does. Contemplate the things that, you know, are going on around you and the things that you want to bring in and change. Looking to transfer to a new institution and need guidance in that direction. Spot on. About Libra's feelings and intentions for me currently, and where is our connection heading? Well, I'll do the intentions. As far as where it's heading, that would be a two-part question. So, the feelings and intentions. What are the feelings and the intentions? Well, the first thing that we got is there's a lack of courage, which means that there's things that they want to say, but they're not having the actual courage to say them. The next thing that we got coming up is glory, which this one is Achilles. With glory, there always comes a price. Remember that. And then we got Eros, which is desire. So basically what you're asking with like the transfer and needing kind of a direction, you got to have the courage to take the steps. So yes, you're going to mess up. You're going to have your faults. But what are your faults could be somebody else's strength. And as long as you got that desire fueling you, you're not going to have no issues. Everybody has that one thing they're not good at. Okay, so let's do about these feelings and intentions for me currently. I think that's where I started, and then I started looking at Raina, and I kind of felt like that was more for her. So let's see. All right, so the first one that we got is inspiration, wisdom, and illumination. So feelings and intentions. Basically, there's a spark of inspiration. They see that you're intelligent, and they see the beauty and the brightness you bring into the world. So it's a good thing. All right, I'm doing good, sweetie baby. If you do want to donate, I do appreciate it. Because donations are always welcome in this house. Anybody can ask a question. You get one free question. Sabina is here shortly. We'll probably end up closing this live down. Just for the reason being, I've done a crap ton of readings. And readings are like draining as can be. I know I need to start prepping to actually get ready for our 24-hour live, but I'm just like, You know what I mean? Like, I'll be all right. All right, sweetheart, what is your 2 questions? All right, you're being a twat, so you're going to be removed. You're going to also be reported for spamming. And we're going to put you in a timeout. See, this is things like this, too, that make me not want to do free one questions. Because you get that one person that wants to be a douche. All right, baby. You write your 2 questions, and I will be more than happy to answer your questions. For anybody else, you do get 1 free question for being a subscriber. If you do not subscribe and you get a free question, I will block you from the live. Hi, Ryan. How are you doing, baby? What can I get for you today, my dear? All right. All right. So what will Heyman's next actions be after the second date tonight? They're basically going to lay down on the line kind of what they want to have in their life. And then we got the sun. So there's going to be a missed opportunity. So if you're looking for some booty, it's not happening tonight. Because we also got Jupiter right beside it, which means that feelings and emotions are going to kind of be off-putting. Then we got the Taurus, which means that we're going to push forward because we're stubborn. We're going to see somewhat of an emotional blockage that they're putting out. But they're not one to be combative. So that's good. And then we got the 4th house. So, yeah, it's not going to end up in happy-go-lucky, like, booty call. But it's not going to be horrible, you know what I mean? They're just going to basically tell you, hey, these are the things that I want in my life. Kind of get to know you a little bit more. Love reading. I'm feeling lonely. Oh, no. Let's see. So we got Saturn, which means things haven't worked out in the past. We got Libra too, and it's about balance. So with Saturn in reverse, which telling me not working things out and trying to find balance. So that right there is a complication within the relationships. Then North Node. So you're trying to go for what you think you want instead of what you actually need. And then we got Aquarius. Yep, you're a picky bitch. Because Aquarius, every time I get an Aquarius, it's a picky bitch. So stop being so picky. Stop going for what you think is appealing to you in the moment and think of a more of a long term. Question 2. What is coming in regards to love? Well, let's find out what is coming into regards of love. Towards me. 2. Okay, so for what we've unseen, we got an opportunity that you're going to be blindsided by. Then we got the Queen of Cups. So you're not going to know really how to take this because it's going to come out of left field for you. Like you're going to be blindsided by this. Then we got the Lovers in reverse. So it's not someone that you've seen yourself with in a romantic relationship. And you're kind of losing hope. Yeah, it's not going to look good just because there's no attraction there in that way. So basically, someone's going to try, but it's not really going to be that great. By the way, my dear, you do get another free question because we have free questions for everybody who subscribed, and then anything after that they paid. But since you paid, you do get 1 more free question, sweetie. You're very welcome, honey. Hello, how are you, sweetie? Elena, I like that. Rolls off the tongue. What can I do you for, my dear? Now, you got 2 options when you're a subscriber here on this channel. You can have it generalized, or you can ask a question. You get 1 each day that I'm live. Anything after that, I do charge. Anything more in depth, I do charge. It's just one of those things. But other than that, let me know. General guidance, message from spirits. All right, so we're going to pull this deck out then. All right. So, Farah, my dear, let's see what your general guidance is going to be. So, the first thing that we got is let two become one. So, there's going to be a separation because you've seen the truth. And then you're going to observe in silence from this to see other people's reactions. So, whoever you're separating from is in your clique, like someone you're around all the time. All right, Elena, let's see what we got for you, my dear. Because you did ask for, if possible, can I have a journal? Yes, you can, my dear. Let's see what we got. Okay, so the first thing that is coming up is let the emotions flow, trust in the magic, and need and necessity. So don't hold back any of your emotions, which since it's going this way, it's just telling me that you are. Trust in magic, which basically means trust in the things that you don't think that's possible. You know, sometimes the things that we think that aren't possible are possible. Need necessity. It basically means there's things in your life that you need to kind of weed out. What do you really need in your life versus what you want in your life? And I think it's one of those things where it's kind of like an overhaul, kind of finding the yin and the yang of oneself. Melody. Hello, my dear. You're very welcome, my dears. All right, Melody, let's see what we got for you, sweetie. Is it Melody or Melanie? Melody. Okay. So nourish the soul. That means basically you've been letting you know how like when we love something, it feels like that warm feeling you get in your chest, not a heart attack, by the way, but like happiness, like excitement, joy, and it fills you up in a way that nothing else does. Yeah, you need that in your life because currently right now your soul is running on empty. Then we got be without malice. So be without malice in reverse tells me that you need to actually start showing a little bit of your aggressive side because people are just going to walk all over you. See yourself in nature. When I say see yourself in nature and I see this card come up, that basically tells me it's time to recharge our batteries. It's time to realign ourselves with our goals and what we want in our life instead of letting, nature come in and try to throw us off of the path. Hell yeah. All right. Is that everybody for today? All right, guys. Just so you know, I do. Oh, we got more. Hello, Joe. How are you? By the way, for anybody who did subscribe to me today, do realize I do tarot reading on here, but we are a pagan organization, so you're going to see some witchy videos. So just fair warned. I've had a few people go, I didn't think that's what this was. I'm like, oh, yeah. I just do divination because it's in my practice. Joe, my dear, if you are subscribed, you do get one free question every time I'm live. Anything more than that or anything in depth I do charge for. Just let me know what you want. You are very welcome, sweetie. Hello, Heaven Flower. How are you doing, sweetie? What does my boyfriend feel and think about me and our relationship? Okay, so you got two questions there, Joe. You get one question. Do you want to know what they think about you, or do you want to know, is your relationship coming to an end? Honestly, if it was me, I wouldn't give a fuck what they care about me. Like, are we coming to an end? I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand. You know what I mean? So let me know what you decide. What are Tarek's future actions towards me? Bum, bum, bum. Let's see what we got. Okay, so there's not really any direction. They have direction, but they don't have direction. So these two are counterproductive to themselves. In one hand, they have no clue what they want. In the other hand, they think they have it all planned out down to the last moment. So right now, they're kind of like in a middle ground as to where they want to go or not want to go. So let's see what they will eventually choose. We got the Empress. So they're going to choose the long road. So it's a good thing. You got good things coming.
Oh, okay, what kind?
Oreo. Do you plan to share more on Chaos Magic? I do plan to share some more on Chaos Magic. Matter of fact, the video of duality within the circle, it should be uploaded either later this evening or tomorrow. And it talks about casting your circle and how to use the vibrations from both light and dark to create and cast your circle. Mm-hmm. Okay. Y'all about to hear me crunch on some cookies because it's snack time. All right. Look, we're a firm believer in snacks. I'm not supported, but that's what I'm snacking on. Feel free to join me. Let's see. What does my boyfriend think and feel about me? Page of Wands. Past, present, and future can make one invisible. So that seems like they've had a feeling of loneliness for a while. And you got the Tower. It's over. That's it. When the Tower pops up, it means destruction, chaos, fighting, arguments, bullshit. It's not good. It's not good at all. I don't wish that upon you, but that's what's in the cards, my baby.
Oh, I'm just
I love good snackety wackety. Excuse me. I love that. Like, Oreo is the only one that gives that to you. If you eat it dry in your mouth, gets that saliva going. And then you get that mouth pop. I'm not in the mental mood for craziness. Oh, wow. No, I get this a lot in readings. That's not good, but I laugh because it's kind of funny. It's like, oh no, it's bullshit. Damn, man, you come after me every fucking day. You're obsessed. You are obsessed, my friend. So I'm going to let him go for a little bit because, you know, I've blocked many accounts, but, you know, sometimes people like to come back.
Yep, we do.
If you don't stop practicing witchcraft, I'm going to come after you. Good luck, bitch. Many have tried, many have failed.
That's some British accent.
By the way, for those of you new, that's my stalker that keeps on coming back. He's been with me for about a good 6-7 months now.
Is that real?
Thank God. Sad thing is, it's one person. I know it is. He's been all over the place. Yeah. I'm like, and if you watch the video, there was one video from one of the profiles that he had, and the angle in which he would shoot his videos was horrible. Like, I have horrible moments, but I'm like, dude, you're making your neck and your head look like one single piece. Like, hold the camera in front of you. If you're fat, live your best life.
Can I have cookies?
Go have some cookies.
Okay. I have cookies.
Right? That's what I'm saying. But we let him go for a little bit. Have fun. I mean, you put in that much work to make an account just to come to harass me. I mean, you got more free time than I do. Hey, B Wise, how you doing, baby? I'm gonna put this deck up. A few of my other ones kind of condensed down because it is overwhelming. I'm okay, thank you. Hey, Aqua, how are you doing, baby? Well, that is a very weird name for Pitt University, where the armpits smell the smelliest. I doubt that's what it means, but it makes me giggle, so, you know. Give me a second, my dear, and I'll answer for you. Could you imagine that? Smell our pits! As they're like... Their mascot looks like the guy from Monsters. Yeah, that'd be cool. I know I'm probably totally off, but I like my version a little bit better. It's kind of funny. Smell me bits.
They smell smelly. I didn't put on deodorant.
We are undefeated.
It's wrong, there's no...
All right, let's go ahead and we'll look into that. As soon as I put some of these cards away. And then there was one little card. All right, well, I get into Pitt University and be the smelliest pit of them all. All right, let's see how we're going to do with this. Will I get into Pitt University? Well, we got the Three of Cups, and that's a celebration, so I'm going to say yes. Enjoy Pitt University and all the smells it has to offer. Sorry, trying to make a joke out of, like, where you're wanting to go and stuff, but it is funny. Do you see me passing the exam this week? Yes, if you study, you will pass. This too shall pass. Why is Andy being distant? Because his name's Andy. Could you imagine? No, I'm just kidding. All right, since you had a question. Let's see. Because there's some things that they need to decide on their life. They're currently not there and they got a bad taste in their mouth. And they're not sure if you're the forever type of person they want to be around. Seems like you got some baggage going on and they don't know if they want to be around it. So, like, it's nothing against you. It's just they can't handle it. They can't handle the truth. I'm studying still. Well, then what do you want me to do? The cards aren't going to outcome what you do when it comes to studying. You know, I mean, that's my personal philosophy. Now, if you're wanting, you know, to actually pass it without doing shit, get spell work. Does N miss me? We are at distance. So we've got this guy. So I don't know if they are younger or younger at heart. There's a need for change, but they're resistant. And it seems like they're fearful of talking because they feel like if they say something, it's going to be the wrong thing. And then we got heartbreak. So I'm going to say that there's some missing you, but it's the feeling of wrongness. The only reason I say they miss you is because we got the Three of Swords. And Three of Swords means that we haven't got past some shit of people from our past. Oh, let's see. I picked on them. All right. So to answer your exam question, there you go. We've got the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles means that it's not going to be really where you need it to be. And then we got the Queen of Cups, which means that you're going to be persistent on going forward. So it's not going to be the greatest. All right. And with that being said, my dears, my head is pounding and I am going to be out of here till tomorrow. Please feel free to join me. Thank you guys. And stay tuned because tomorrow I will have a video uploaded probably around 2 o'clock. That's what I'm shooting for duality within the circle.